Welcome back, everybody. Today's topic is part 2 of small claims court, and this is 3 tips on how to win your small claims court case. If you didn't watch the first video and you're curious about how to file your lawsuit in small claims court, check the link right here. This walks you through the process in Bexar County of filing your small claims court petition. As always, if you're enjoying the content on the channel, go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel, give me a comment if there's something else that you want to see, and let's get started. We're going to start things off a little bit differently today. There's an attorney who ends up in the hospital, and he had a very life-threatening car accident. He has some surgery, wakes up the next day, and he notices that all the blinds in the room are drawn. It's all dark inside. And he calls the nurse over and says, Nurse, why are all the blinds drawn? Why is it so dark? And the nurse says, well, sir, we noticed that there was a fire on the other side of the street, and we didn't want you to think that you had died when you woke up. So the first tip for winning your small claims court case is that you need to bring proof, preferably in the form of documentation, that shows why your version of events is true. And the reason for this is that you and your opponent are going to stand up in front of a judge, and the judge has no idea which one of you is a truth teller, which one of you is a liar, whose version of events is accurate, and whose version of events is not accurate. So any sort of paper documentation that you can bring with you to substantiate your version of events and tell the story from your perspective that will show the judge, who, again, keep in mind, doesn't know you from Adam, has no idea who you are, has no idea who the person on the other side of the lawsuit is, has no idea which one of you is going to lie or tell the truth. The more documentation and evidence that you can provide to this person to show them that your version of events is true and accurate and worth believing, the better off you're going to be at the end of the day. The second big tip for winning your small claims court case is don't ignore the other side's paperwork. Don't ignore their pleadings. Don't ignore any discovery requests that you get. Don't ignore anything that you're getting from the other side. Now, this comes to us courtesy of a friend of mine who does a whole lot of litigation. He represented one of his clients in a small claims court case. And what they did to win was they sent the other side some requests for admission. Now, I don't litigate a lot, but I can tell you that a request for admission, if it is ignored, is deemed admitted. Now, the other party in this particular case ignored those admissions and decided that they would dispute them in court, but that's not how litigation works. So don't ignore any paperwork that the other side is sending you. If you need to consult a lawyer, do it. And the other kind of little small tip here is that if the other side has an attorney in small claims court and you don't, you're probably going to be in a bad position. So don't ignore anything that they're filing. Respond to everything that needs to be responded to. Read their pleadings, because the judge is also going to read them, and be sure that you understand the other side's position. The third tip for how to win your small claims court case is to get some education on how to cross-examine a witness, whether it be the opposing party or a witness called by the opposing party or whoever. Now, for this, I'm going to recommend, and I'm not joking here, I'm going to recommend that you watch the movie My Cousin Vinny. This movie is beloved by trial lawyers, law students, judges, just about everybody in the legal profession, and there's a reason for that. Most movies that depict courtroom scenes or depict motions or depict trials or this kind of thing, most of those are horribly unrealistic, and they don't come anywhere close to what actually happens in a court. But My Cousin Vinny is beloved across the legal profession because it actually has a pretty good depiction, at least for Hollywood, of how someone can cross-examine a witness effectively. Now, you'll notice that the main character leads the witness down a series of yes or no questions to which he knows the answer well in advance. He knows the answer to every single one of those yes or no questions until he gets to the last one, at which point he asks for an admission of something that is absolutely damning for the other side's case. This is a textbook case of how you want to conduct a cross-examination. And if you watch this movie several times, take some lessons from it, you'll be a lot more prepared for your small claims court case.
You were just ready to eat and you heard a gunshot. That's right, I'm sorry. So obviously it takes you 5 minutes to make breakfast.
That's right.
Right, so you knew that. Do you remember what you had?
Eggs and grits.
Eggs and grits. I like grits, too. How do you cook your grits? You like them regular, creamy, or al dente?
Just regular, I guess.
Regular. Instant grits?
No self-respecting Southerner uses instant grits. I take pride in my grits.
So, Mr. Tipton, how could it take you 5 minutes to cook your grits when it takes the entire grit-eating world 20 minutes?
I don't know. I'm a fast cook, I guess.
I'm sorry, I was all the way over here. I couldn't hear you. Did you say you're a fast cook? That's it?
That's all for today, guys. Thank you again for watching these 3 tips to win your small claims court case. We'll have some more tips forthcoming. As always, go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment if there's something else you want to see, and we'll see you next time. Take care.